calling you a radical, so I'm going to switch my content, all of it, to Facebook, and believe it or not, yeah, when Facebook's the better alternative than Google. Google's done, Google. So, and Daily Motion. So, this historical content, get it backed up if you can. All my work needs to be backed up ASAP. So, Utah is working a bill through to radically change the no-knock warrant things. And KSL runs to Black Lives Matters. Before there was Black Lives Matters, there was the Million Mass March. And I support Breonna Taylor 100,000%, as you know. Before there was Breonna Taylor, there was Mathew Stewart, which KSL covered heavily. So this is an important video because this is how disconnected. Black Lives Matter hasn't got a clue about what's going on inside Utah. Excuse me. Donovan Mitchell proved it. He had his bulletproof vest on. I know him. I went to him and I says, do you know the cop kill innocent people capital of the world's right here in Utah? And I don't see one Utah's name on there. This all started with Mathew Stewart. And there was a cop killed, not by Mathew Stewart. And if you don't believe me, look at the Davis County Sheriff, Dub Lawrence. Watch Peace Officer. By the way, he was the good cop. Everybody loved him. And you can't say that about it. Back then, things have changed around here dramatically because of people like Kevin BLANCH. So, this is the fraud of KSL. They should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know who writes their content, who writes it. I don't know if it's a CIA, who it is, but it isn't anybody in Utah. There's nobody grassroots from Utah that writes their content. You know, they go to the national boogeyman Foxconn. I think they just watch Fox News, which run right out of the House of Windsor. So, the bill is based on the Mathew Stewart that was 10 years ago right now. January 5th, 2012. What a year, huh? 2012. What a year that one was. 11. So, this is to protect cops and Mathew Stewart. Before there was Black Lives Matters, there was Million Mass March. You didn't see that one on TV. That's when you know you're effective. When you know you're effective, they're attacking your content. They're going, that's when you know. But I was way ahead of them. My lightning's out of the bottle. My toothpaste got out of the tube. They can try to stuff it back in. Don't matter because it's penetrated the subconscious of millions of people. Kevin BLANCH, probably the greatest influencer ever. You know, I was in the pioneer days of YouTube. Them days are over, but the work is done. And I'll continue to do the work. Before there was Breonna Taylor, we love Breonna Taylor, and that was so evil. There was Mathew Stewart and Jared Farcombe. Before there was Black Lives Matters, there was the Million Mass March, started by Kevin BLANCH and John Anthony Fairhurst at the Stewart Weber State Library. Stay tuned. See at the Utah State Legislature doing all the dirty work. They're not going to kettle me.